Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and this time we have the Konosuke MM series. This is the Ginsan stainless Gyuto 210mm with a Laurel handle. So the construction on these is 3 layers. The core hard cutting steel is Ginsan, or is known as Ginsanko or Silver 3, full stainless steel. This is a really nice fine grain conventional stainless steel that sharpens up well, or sharpens up nicely and fairly easily, and takes a great edge, has decent edge retention, so it's an excellent conventional stainless steel for kitchen knives. Heat treat on that is about 61 Rockwell. Construction is a soft stainless cladding on either side of that harder core steel, and we'll get a look at it. There's a cladding line there. It takes a little bit of lighting kind of adjustment to show you that, but anyway, we'll show you that. The weight and dimensions on these could vary just a little from knife to knife. This particular one is 140 grams or 4.9 ounces, so it's nice and light. Edge length is about 200 millimeters or 7.9 inches from the tip to the back of the heel. The overall length is about 14 inches or 350 millimeters. Spine thickness, these have a little bit of thickness to them coming out of the handle, about 3.1 millimeters is what I measured. And then I measured about 2.4 halfway down, and we just do kind of a gentle taper, lose just a little bit until we hit the grind, and then it thins down nicely towards the very tip. So the tips work really well on these. The blade height is about 44 millimeters at the back. Handle is a very well done octagonal key handle with Laurel wood. So this is a one-piece handle, and fit and finish is really nice on it. It's, as you'll notice, the aspect ratio, it's a little thin this way, kind of a normal width this way. So it's only about 70 millimeters in circumference at my normal measuring point, about right there. But it fits the balance of the knife nicely. If you do a pinch grip, you don't have that much handle in your hand anyway, and it just kind of fits the ergonomics of the knife. That handle brings the balance point, being a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter given the wood, brings the balance point back to just right about where that choil is. So it still brings a reasonable balance point, not too handle heavy. The fit and finish on these is really nice. Let's take a look at it with our beauty shot. So there, I think we can show some of that cladding line there right at the edge where the core steel is peeking out. There's hand chiseled kanji on the right side of the blade. You can see it's a vertical finish on it, but there you can see the cladding line on the right side of the blade. That's the right, this is the left. Again, you've got a cladding line there as well. No kanji or anything on this side of the blade. They do a really nice job polishing and relieving the choil and also the spine. So this is the choil. I'm backwards right now. But anyway, this is the spine. So it's nicely polished and relieved, as well as the choil into the neck here. Very comfortable. I'd say out of the box edge on this was a good 6, maybe 7 out of 10. It has a nice edge on it, nice bevel. This is an old school homage to the old style handle install. And so they left a little bit of the tang in there. And in the old days, that would be they'd burn the handles in and smack them on there. And this would be there to tighten the handle up. If it loosened up a little bit, you could whack the handle and stick the knife further into it. So it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Here they're glued on, but that's just kind of, again, a nod to the old school handle install. Let's see here. Performance. This blade is actually fairly stiff. It's got enough thickness where they've got a nice grind to it that flows very smoothly down into the edge. I'd say it looks pretty 50-50 to me grind-wise. So here's your profile. They do a lot with the profile on this. So they've got 200 millimeters to work with, but they do a lot with that. They've got a flat section towards the back. So that last, 40% or so, third, is pretty flat, and it flows into that nicely. It's a stop, but it's not super abrupt. And then you've got a low belly towards the front, and then a little bit more aggressive belly towards the very tip. So I can still get high for a rock, and it rocks very smoothly, but I've got a good midsection and a really nice flattish area towards the heel. So they do a ton with this profile on this knife. So it's very, very versatile for all kinds of cutting techniques. And so it's a great package. It's light. It's Nicely finished, all stainless. Got a fairly stiff blade for confidence, but excellent performance. So really nice package. So this is the Konosuke MM Ginsan Gyuto 210mm in Laurel handle.